Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Wes, the Suburban Viking. I am Midgard Axe. Just kind of wanted to give you guys an update video. What's been going on? Oh, almost dropped the camera. What's been going on with me lately? Put out a bunch of videos last week. You haven't seen any of them, go check them out. Got a bunch of good stuff out. Got how to throw an axe like a Viking, all that good jazz. So go check those videos out if you haven't. Finished up with the Husqvarna hatchet, which was a pretty decent hatchet. So that was pretty cool. Wanted to give you guys a sneak peek or the first look at the new targets. Yes, I did cut up some new wood, hung it up here on the tree in the front yard, used eye bolts to hang it up. And remember how I told you that the target in the front yard kept falling? I think I figured out what's going on with the targets. And sorry, I keep looking at the wrong part of the camera. Figure out why the targets keep falling. So what I started doing is that now I'm using 2x4s to brace these targets. What's going on is that when you hang wood that's new, that's freshly cut down, it's still kind of wet inside. It hasn't really dried out yet. So the screw eyes are going in there, and it's contending with kind of like wet, loose fibers, so to speak. So basically what's happening is that when I'm hitting this target with the axe, it's swinging, which is causing the screw eyes to pull out. So what I did was on both sides, I took 2x4s and ran them to prevent the target from swinging. So until the target dries out and those screw eyes get really stuck in there like the backyard target, that's what I'm gonna have to do from now on. So to prevent that swinging motion and those axe, hitting the target and then the screw eyes, walking themselves out of the target. So I think that'll help. Taking a look at the old target here, guys, this is the old one. And the reason why I got rid of the old one is because if you look here, you'll see I've got knots all in it. There's knots. I've gotten so far down to this target that it's bringing out those. And on top of that, you can see it's worn out, all kinds of uneven. And this is why I like throwing at my wooden targets at different places on the wood targets. Because what happens is that when you throw your axe at one part of your target, it wears out crazy uneven, and then when your axe hits, it's going to hit all weird. So that's why this is a prime example as to why I like throwing my axes all over the target, because you'll get this and then the target's just done. This one, guys, has been hanging up for over a year. It's been getting wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry. So it's literally turned into almost concrete now. So that's why I needed to get rid of it too. It's just too hard now, and that's pine, but knots and hardness and all that, just get it out of here. To give you guys a look at this target here, this is the target that I throw at a lot when I get to the end of one of my reviews and you see me throw the axe and I put the camera really close. This is the wood log that I use. This thing is huge. It weighs a ton. I'm a little bit taller than the actual log, so I had to put a wood round on top in case I went a little high. But as you can see, I'm normally staying about right in this area right here when I throw. I did put a couple bullseyes on here. I will tell you guys, the wife's not a huge fan of the red bullseye paint out here in the front yard. I push my luck with the targets in the front yard to begin with. I really do. I push it with her. But she was like, no red bullseye paint out here all over this stuff. I was like, okay, all right. I'm still gonna hang my targets up, throw at them, but she doesn't care for the red bullseye paint, so we're not gonna do that anymore. I'll just have to call my shots if I'm showing you guys some accurate throws. It is a little off. It's a little kicked this way. I'm not worried about it. If I need to make adjustments to it later, I can. As you can tell, this one's a lot longer than the other one was, and it's a lot narrower, but that's okay. I didn't get it at the exact height I wanted, but I'm okay with it at this height. When I stand back here, it is probably about 8 to 10 inches above me. That's fine. I just wanted to be able to aim at the lower part of the target, a little higher than that, but it's not a big deal. If I need to make adjustments to it later, I can, but it's hung. But I've got the other half I'm gonna hang in the backyard now, and it's gonna be really cool. So let's take you guys back there to the backyard, and I'll show you what I'm doing with the other half of this piece. Okay, sorry guys, I know the audio sucks, but this is kind of like a moving while filming thing. Okay, so as you guys know, there is the new background right here, and I've got come around this side. guys know, here's the target, the new target set up here. Okay, what I'm doing, pretty cool. What I'm doing is I'm hanging the other half on the back of this tree. And of course, you guys know I have this target over here. So now what I'll be able to do is that I can stand over here in the middle, somewhere on, you know, where the truck's at, throw it this one, turn around and throw it this one. So I'll have targets. I can have a target in front of me and a target behind me, which will make for some really cool dynamic throwing. Also, I was kind of thinking too that I'll be able to, sorry guys, I'll be able to put the camera like this and throw at the back of this wood round. Haha. So I'll have that target over there, this target here, and then the wood round right here. So it'll be pretty cool. So basically it'll look like this, which is pretty cool. So I'll be able to throw that wood round on the back side as well. So I'll have 3 targets to throw at. And like I said, I'll have this one here that I can throw at and then turn around and then throw at these 2 here. Probably not gonna shoot too much video with it this way just because it's facing the back of the house. So I'll probably do a lot of my shots, I'm guessing, right in this area right here. Probably set it up like this, that way you see an axe come hit here, axe, I don't know, we'll see. I'll play around with it. It'll probably look better once the truck's moved. The only help that I needed, I've done all this by myself. The only help that I needed was getting this in the back of the truck. I don't know how much these things weigh. If I had to guess, they're probably around 300. You know, I'm just guessing, guys. I'm not a weight expert. Probably 300 and some pounds, maybe close to 400 pounds. The wife and I were able to get it in there. I just used the car jack and jacked it up, and then we got on the bottom and pushed it into the back of the truck. And I mean, I'm able to stand it up myself. I can squat down and pick it up myself. So that's that. Done. Man, that was fun. Okay, so here's what we got. There it is. That's it right there. Okay, so what I did is that I took the original log and cut it in half, of course. I hung the other half up front. This is the excess that's left over from this one, okay? I cut about 1/3 of it off and left this here. I wanted more of a smaller target to work on my accuracy, so I wanted to do something a little smaller. Now, this is great, and I think these are way better than wood rounds. It's just like the targets that I hang from the trees now. The only difference is, sorry, I keep looking at the wrong camera. The only difference is that this here won't split like a wood round, okay? So you'll get a lot more use out of it. So what I was thinking is that I'm going to set up the camera over here like this. Here, I'll show you. Let me set the camera up, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I can do stuff like this, where I'm standing here, and, you know, I've also got the wood round over here, the back side of the wood round. So not only that, but I got 3 axes, and then come in, or 2 here, 1 there, 2 there, 1 there. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna have a lot of different options. I'm liking how this setup is going. It's turning out really well. I'll give you guys a bunch more views from different angles. Also, check this out. Thinking about something like this. Setting up a shot like this where I come around this corner, running and throwing into this thing here, which would be kind of cool. So I'll be able to run from there. I'll also be able to stand over here, set up targets. Also, guys, I can also do something like this, where I kind of set the camera up like this, and I throw it this target, and then throw it this target, the wood round right here. It'll give me it'll give me a lot more options than I got now, other than the 2 angles I got up front, and then the 1 angle I got in the backyard. This will give another option for the backyard, which I thought was pretty cool. So Tell me if you guys like that or not, if something you would do. I do like the wood round thingamajiggy right here. It's literally the same target that I normally use anyway. The only difference is that I cut about 1/3 of it off. So I know this thing will hold really well, and it won't have as much weight on it with those screw eyes. Those screw eyes, I'll give you guys some information on this. If you use screw eyes like I do to hang a wood target off of a tree, if the wood that you're using, okay, if the wood that you're using is fairly alive, fairly, you know, it's not dried out yet, these screw eyes will come out really quick because the wood is so wet inside, and it's, you know, the inside is still kind of like, you know, the fibers in there are kind of like, you know, they're not, you know, real strong yet because it hasn't really dried out. Once the wood log dries out, it'll harden up in there around that screw eye, and that's why this one over here, even though it's way bigger, okay, this one's way bigger, okay, and the screw eyes are actually smaller in this one than on that one over there. This one's dried out. This one's been hanging for almost a year. So, you know, those screw eyes are really, really stuck in there. You got to be careful when the wood's new, because like I said, it's kind of mushy inside there, and those screw eyes will just, they'll come right out. Wanted to fill you in on the target update. I've been doing that for the past day, setting up new targets, trying to get some different angles for you guys to check out the axe throws and stuff. This was just kind of a behind the scenes look, so that way when you see me making videos, you kind of know what it looks like. I'll probably end up setting the camera up facing towards the wood round targets, mostly throwing this way. So I just kind of wanted to give you that. But another part of the video, this is going to be kind of cool. It's going to be an addition to the video. I'm also going to make another series, and the series is going to be called Hardware Store Axes Good Enough for Axe Throwing. And I'm going to try to do one a week. And basically, I'm going to go out to Lowe's, Home Depot, hardware stores, try to spend $50 or less and get a hatchet or an axe, come back and do a video on it and tell you whether or not this axe would be good for axe throwing. Your run-of-the-mill hatchets and axes that you find everywhere, you know, when you go out in public. And the first one that I chose to do was the DeWalt hatchet. I will tell you guys, I'm not going to spend any more than $50. I'm going to try to stay within $50 and below when I do these. And I'm also going to do something cool, is where if I get this and I see things wrong with it, I'm going to go ahead and fix it prior to throwing it, okay? So that way I can give it every advantage. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to re-profile the bits on them, and I'm going to tell you guys how well the bits hold up. I'm going to tell you how well the hatchet does, you know, flying in the air, so on and so forth. Give you guys a no BS review, because I think there's a lot of people out there that go out and spend $50 or less on hatchets and axes like this that they get at Home Depot and Lowe's, and they want to know, could you actually use those for axe throwing? So that's another thing we're going to do. It's going to be a series, and I'm going to try to do one a week, go out to my local hardware stores, find one, bring it back to you guys, test it out, and see if it's good enough for axe throwing, and I'll give you my honest opinion on them. A bunch of these are going to be free giveaways too, okay? I'm going to do a bunch of these and give them away to you guys as well. So this one's going to be the first one in lineup. And I'll have wooden handled, all steel ones, polymer handled, fiberglass handled. I'm gonna do all kinds of different ones, and I'm gonna try to throw them all and see how well they do. So that'll be a new addition to the channel. Hardware store axes, are they good enough for axe throwing? The jets are flying tonight. When the jets are flying like this at 7 o'clock at night, that means they're gonna be flying till about 2, 3 in the morning. My mom's gonna be pissed. She always gets so mad when these jets fly around here training at night. So I can't sleep. I'm sure, guys, this will be a mini series. You know, I'm only gonna be able to find so many hatchets around here at my local hardware stores, but I'm hoping that I can cover a bunch of different ones and give you guys my honest opinion about them. I got a feeling that some might surprise you and I. They might come through as a really good throwing axe, who knows? But I do plan on testing a bunch and seeing how well they do. Like I said, $50 and below, and we'll test them and see how well they do and see if they're up to the task of throwing. Be surprised, kind of like the Cobalt wooden handled hatchet from Lowe's. Did a review on that one. If you're interested, go back and check it out. $20-some axe, guys, but I tell you, that thing's pretty decent. Go check it out, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on that thing. Not bad for a beginner or somebody who wanted to kind of toss an axe around for maybe distance or something. You know, it really did shock me when I bought it. You know, it was like $20. Like, this thing is going to be fun to review. And then I get it and throw it, and it works. And then I get like $100 plus axes in that break, and forging's all jacked up. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, craziness. Catching you guys up on a little bit more. If you didn't know, I put it in the last video, the Husqvarna hatchet. I did a little section in there when I did the giveaway on the 2 Viking style axes. I told you guys that I'm working with 3 different companies right now. Yes, one behind the scenes on a prototype axe. Sorry, I can't divulge. I've been sworn to secrecy because they haven't released the axe yet. They actually are sending it to me. They want my opinion on how well it throws, to give them any advice that I can give to make it better. It is a tactical axe, so look forward to that. Sorry about the jet noise, guys. It's gonna be like this all week. Also, 2 other companies are sending me axes to the house. I'll be reviewing them as well, and then I'm gonna give them to you guys as free giveaways, and I'll tell you which companies they are. Do wanna give you guys some information because you know I have a full-time job, and I'm probably never gonna quit that job, so this thing right here for me is just fun hobby. Maybe it make it some extra money at some point in time, but I really don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did have a company reach out to me and wanted me to review one of their axes, and then they gave me the option to make a commission off the sales by using an affiliate link, and they sent over the referral program that they wanted me to sign, which I thought was a little strange because I have yet to get the axe and I've never worked with the axe before. So I chose to revert to declining that right now and saying I'll review the axe for free and then give me the axe and I'll give it to my subscribers. But I don't have any time with the axe. I haven't thrown it. I don't know anything about it. So I'm not going to sign something saying I'm going to make commission off an axe I've never even used. Maybe later if I get the axe in and it's great and I throw it. And I'll be honest with you guys, if I work with a new company like this and they send me an axe and say you can make money by the affiliate link and yada yada yada, more than likely what I'm going to do is if they send me an axe, I'm probably going to turn around and buy one of their axes with my own money too and throw that axe as well. So I have a sample of 2 because I know how some companies, not all companies, but some will cherry pick things for reviewers. So if I'm going to put my name out there on an axe and make money off anything, you better be damn sure that I'm going to test the damn thing and make sure it's good. And it's going to be more than one. And it's not going to be a 2-day event where I test it and after 2 days go, yeah, I'm going to make money. No, dude, no, I'm not doing that. This is going to be something I test over a very long period of time, kind of like the Rinaldi Carpenter's axe, guys. I'm still messing with that thing. So I'm going to check that out when it comes in, and I'm going to throw it and give it to you guys, and then I'm probably going to buy another one. And I'm going to throw that one on my own. And if it holds up, then I might contact them back and discuss something. But I'm not signing anything with anybody, especially on an axe that I've never held in my hand or thrown yet. I'm just not doing that. That's a little crazy, guys. That's just my opinion. But I don't think that's something that anyone should really do. If you don't know anything about a product, you shouldn't be taking money for a product you've never dealt with, signing your name for anything, contract wise, if you don't know anything about the product yet. That's just my opinion, but what do I know? I'm just a crazy axe thrower. There they are. You guys see them? There's the jets. There they go. F-18s, it looks like. Old F-18 Hornet. And that's exactly what it is. Look forward to the next videos coming out, the Honshu Corrido. I still need to make the video on the hafting of the Gränsflussbruch Carpenter's axes. I got 3 to throw. We're going to finish that video. I've made about 3/4 of the video. I just need to throw it and then add it to that. So look forward to that as well. And then we'll throw the DeWalt sometime this week. I'll have that one coming up as well. A bunch of videos dropping. And then I got a custom axe I'm going to do. So look forward to that as well. I'm going to do something really cool with a really expensive axe. I'm going to turn a really expensive axe into a throwing axe. And I'm going to have to modify the hell out of it. But when I modify the hell out of it, I think it's going to be awesome. Just my initial thoughts. Just kind of doing design work with it and kind of messing with weights. I think I've got an idea for it. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be called a modern day Dane axe for throwing. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a behemoth, but it's gonna be cool. So look forward to that as well. I'm gonna try to get that done maybe this week or next. I need to get the free giveaways out. I know there's a bunch of free giveaways sitting there. It needs to be sent out, guys. I'm trying. Really busy, working a lot of stuff going on. So I'll get to it when I get to it. You will get your stuff. Don't freak out. You will get it. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. Love you. Thanks for the support. See ya. All right, guys, I'm done. That's it. I just want to kind of get a catch up. Next review's coming up is the Hanshu. All right, guys, I'm out of here. That's the end of the video. Look forward to the not the kids, it's the jets. If it's not the jets, it's the helicopters. If it's not that, it's the cats. If it's not that, it's delivery people. If it's not that, it's neighbors. This is why I don't want to live here anymore.